What is up, fisher people? I am out here testing out a few things. For one, refurbished jigging wraps. You know, that whole issue that I and many other people have been having with the fins coming off of jigging wraps. There's a guy by the name of Gerald who was kind enough to get a hold of me and let me know of a company called Lurecraft, who has a website, lurecraft.com, that sells replacement fins, also known as vanes, apparently. I wasn't aware of that term. That you can glue back on these things with a little bit of archery vane glue. Also didn't know the tails, as I called them, of arrows were called vanes, but they are. So that's what I use to glue these things on. And though I haven't caught any on camera yet, they have been working just as well as any other jigging wrap catching fish, which is outstanding. And I've also been gluing the new ones right out of the package to make sure they stay on a little better. The second thing is, I had heard on a podcast, the Jason Mitchell podcast, when they were talking with Tommy Kimos, who does a lot of shivering with shiver minnows, that he likes to use not just a medium fast, but a medium extra fast rod for this style of fishing, which apparently helps with hook sets and keeping that fish tight when you're casting the thing to lose fewer fish. So I got one of them to try out a little bit for a dedicated jigging wrap and or shivering rod. So that's what I'm here to do, and I'm hopefully going to catch a few fish in the process. And then I'm probably going to cut away at some point to show you how these suckers fit on here. And you'll notice they're not quite as close to the back of the hook as the normal ones would be, but it doesn't seem to matter a whole lot. So that's cool. And of course I got my new hat on here. So that's another thing you can check out if you want some Bloemendaal Guide Service hats or shirts, mugs, whatever. I actually took the time to put that merch page on the website. So feel free to peruse at your leisure. And I'm gonna go try to catch some fish on a few of these spots and make sure they're still going before my next client trip tomorrow. I'm fishing a little, oh, that's a rock, that's bad. Anyway, I'm fishing a little windswept point here, right at the mouth of a bay near the old river channel. I'm sitting in about 31 feet of water, pitching back into 20 to 25 and just working it back. Marking some fish here. I had a little bit of a late start getting this organized. It's 9:45 right now, so I missed the early morning bite. But with the cool nights, a lot of times they've been kicking in between like 10 and 2. So we should be able to catch some fish here at some point when they start really getting hot and heavy. I'm gonna toggle back and forth between that perch and or fire tiger and the purple descent color here. See which one gets them. 3 casts with the perch, no good on this spot. Is it the color or is it the spot? First cast with the purple. It might be a color thing today. Fish on, baby. What do we got? I'm sure it's a walleye. How big is it? Not huge. But we got one in the boat. A nice little Sakakawea eater. Let's rock the purple. The purple people eaters. Vikings fans. Central Lion fans. For those watching back in Rock Rapids. Purple, purple, purple. Prince fans. A lot of purple applications. Donatello. I was a big Donatello guy. If it's Ninja Turtles, it's got to be Donatello. I'm telling you. He's the smartest one of the bunch. He knows what color to use. And he would also be the one to experiment. Woo! Allergies. To experiment with refurbishing his tools, I would imagine. That seems like a Donatello thing to do. I will say one thing I don't... Oh, missed that one. He rattled that hard. Purple. I will say one thing I don't like about that extra fast rod I got is simply that I got it too short. All Shields had was a 6.6. Should have gotten a 7. I don't feel like I have enough leverage. I definitely prefer the 7. I think the extra fast could be a good thing, but I need it longer. That's what she said. Don't worry if your kids didn't get that joke, it's a good thing. Can't believe I missed that fish. He bit it hard. I think he was little though. He was not large, but aggressive. Didn't get it in his mouth. Oh, there's one. Or is that a rock? That's a rock. There's a lot of rocks here. Almost feels tree-like, actually. Trees are bad. That's not what I'm after. There's a good hookup on the 3rd spot now. That feels like a better quality fish. First cast here. If you get on the right fish and you put it in front of their face, your first cast is usually your best cast. A lot of people think like, oh geez, like you can't expect to catch a fish on your first cast. Like, well, you do your homework, you get on the right spot. It's not that weird, honestly. See if we can get this guy on camera a little bit. Oh, he's a snagged one though. Nevertheless, it is a fish on the first cast of a new spot. GoPro says it's repairing a clip. I don't know if that means I won't see this one on camera or not. This one probably shouldn't be seen on camera. It's a little... Ugh. Not PG-13. Let's put it that way. Poor guy. I'm just pretty much running the same program on every spot and doing my best to find fish under 30 foot of water. I don't want to fish those deeper fish. If we were keeping fish for clients, that's great. But I'm trying to get the boat in 30, cast shallower, find something different, and find as many of those spots that I can with that setup, and not have to fish for them uber deep. And I haven't really had to. There's a lot of fish deep, but there's plenty of them not deep to be caught, so I've been fortunate enough to find that today and for the last couple of weeks. So, oh, that's not a big fish, but it's a fish. Holy cow, look at this little guy. That's funny. He wanted it though. Look at that, just chomped it right down there. Ugh, too funny. Too funny. Well, I think that's worth a move. Another new spot. Hook up. If this isn't snagged, this might be our first respectable fish of the day. It's feeling heavier. The hook set was heavy. This could be in the 18-inch realm. We'll see. We'll see. This is not a refurb jig wrap, unfortunately, as I ran out of those. But I did reinforce it with glue, so it's a reinforced. It has glue on it. Yeah, that's a big fish boat flip. But if you got braid and fluorocarbon on there, you can do that. That's a fat 17 maybe. Yeah, I'll call it 17. Nice fish. Throw another cast or two in that direction, huh? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Gotta do it. You gotta do two. This feels like a better fish. Again. Probably even better. Better than the better one. I think it's better than the better one. It feels nice. It's got weight. I'm waiting for a dive or a head shake. Trying to get this camera out here. There he goes. There he goes. I get this net. Not been net prepared. Not net prepared. A little snaggy, but a decent one. Don't need the net. Don't need the net. All right. Foul hookage, but a decent fish nonetheless. Two decent fish on this spot. Not bad. Whoa, see ya, buddy. I think I'm still gonna move. See that lens there? Yeah. Just like that. Right there. New spot, same lure, another fish. Could be decent. Decent is the word. 17, perhaps. Nice fish. I don't know if that's New Zealand, Australian, or South African, if I'm being quite honest. But it's a nice fish. It's about a one fish per spot sort of deal today. Made another move, a few casts, 28 feet. He just got off though. Well, shoot. Huh. Maybe I horsed him a little too much, I don't know. Got him quite a ways out on the cast. I wasn't super confident about the hook set, and he gone. Sometimes they get off. And I just realized I didn't have my mic turned back on after lunch yet. Shoot. What I was saying was, I had lunch, found a new spot, took a few casts, caught a fish, and I was just commenting how I noticed I haven't gotten a lot of fish today, but I haven't come up empty much either, and how some of these quote-unquote nice sunny days lately have been just kind of pedestrian, kind of leisurely. A fish here, a fish there, and not super hoggers either. It's been those cloudy, somewhat chilly, gloomy days that have been the ticket lately, especially for this jigging Rat bite. But we're still catching them today. So I'm gonna glue on one of these replacement jigging Rat fins on one that's obviously missing one. And like with any adhesive project, you wanna make sure that this thing's cleaned off pretty well first, potentially run some alcohol over it. And then I got this glue here at Shields, which I seem to get plenty of other places, and there's probably other options that are just as good too. And then I got one of these replacement fins from lurecraft.com to put on there. So basically, once that thing's clean, I just put a little bit of glue, and it doesn't take a whole lot, right in the crevice of that fin right there. Squirt that baby on there, and then press that thing down onto the jigging wrap. And this stuff holds pretty quick. It's like you just have to hold and press for a few seconds, and that'll stay pretty well. You don't want to use it yet, but it'll stay pretty well, you know, while you're finishing this process. So once I get a little bit of glue there, then I just fill in some glue on the bottom part, just to kind of reinforce and hold that a little better. And then maybe take a napkin and wipe that thing down and get some of the excess off and whatnot. And then I just set it aside overnight, and it's ready to rock in the morning. That's all there is to it. No more lost jigging wraps because of broken fins. I'm gonna close it out here, head in, give my arm a rest. Hope you liked the video. Hope it was helpful. Hope you think about liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and I will see you in another video some other time.